So, I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine losing $20,000, having to sleep under a Las Vegas highway bridge, and then somehow bouncing back to steal up to $30 million.
Right, from the most secure casinos in the world.
Exactly. And over 25 years without ever being convicted. Today, our mission is to uncover the true story of Richard Marcus, like the ultimate casino cheat.
It is a wild ride.
But I mean, how exactly does someone go from being completely homeless to a multi-million-dollar criminal mastermind right under the casino's nose?
Well, it actually starts with a pretty spectacular crash.
Okay.
So our guy, Richard Marcus, he arrived in Vegas at just 17 years old. He had about 20 grand in cash that he won from horse racing.
Wow, at 17.
Yeah. So he checks into this luxury suite, lives like a total high roller for a hot minute, and then, loses every single penny.
Hey, man.
He ended up out on the street, literally sleeping under the Tropicana Avenue overpass.
So he's got no money, but he clearly hasn't given up on Vegas yet. I'm guessing he needed a way to just get back inside the building to survive.
Exactly. So he auditions for dealer school and actually lands a job dealing baccarat and blackjack downtown.
Smart.
Yeah, he spent months on the other side of the table, really learning the intricate mechanics of the casino floor. And his squeaky clean record eventually caught the eye of a professional cheat named Joe Klassen.
Okay, so professional cheat finds him.
Right. And Klassen approached Marcus with a pitch. He basically wanted to recruit him simply because Marcus was the only dealer in the room who wasn't already stealing.
That is brilliant. I mean, it's like a crew of bank robbers specifically recruiting a bank teller just because the teller knows the exact layout of the security cameras.
That is exactly it. So Klassen taught him how to rig baccarat games using this thing called a false shuffle.
What's a false shuffle?
The dealer pretends to mix the deck, but secretly keeps a specific clump of cards in the exact same order.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then using really subtle hand signals, Marcus would communicate to Klassen's crew at the table exactly how to bet, because he knew which cards were about to drop. They made like $30,000 just on their first run.
But relying on an entire crew and complex card manipulation, I mean, that has to be risky, right? The more people involved, the higher the chance someone makes a mistake or, talks to security.
Yeah, which is exactly why Marcus eventually walked away from the crew. He wanted to create a masterpiece of his own.
Okay.
A completely nonviolent solo scam he actually named after a stripper. He called it the Savannah Move.
The Savannah Move. I love it.
So he shifted his focus from card mechanics to pure visual psychology at the roulette table. He would take a $5,000 chip, right?
Okay.
And he'd place a $5 chip on top of it, but he'd push that top chip just slightly forward toward the dealer.
Oh, I see. So because roulette tables are so massive, the dealer's standing pretty far back. From their angle, looking at that jutted out top chip, they just see the color red. They probably assume there's another red $5 chip underneath.
Exactly. They literally tricked their own brains into seeing a standard $10 bet.
That is crazy.
And if the roulette ball landed on Marcus's number, he would suddenly celebrate, pull back the top chip, and reveal the $5,000 chip.
Yeah.
The casino would be forced to pay out over $10,000 on what they initially thought was a tiny wager.
Hold on, though. Let me push back on this a bit.
Sure.
What happens when the bet loses? Like, you can't just leave a $5,000 chip on the table for the house to sweep up, but reaching in to grab it back is blatantly obvious theft.
Well, that is where his genius escape plan comes in. When the bet lost, Marcus would smoothly palm the stack and swap it for 2 cheap chips.
Just sleight of hand.
Yeah, and on the rare occasion, a dealer or a pit boss actually caught his hand hovering over the table, Marcus would instantly play the fool. Oh yeah, he'd slur his words, stumble around, act incredibly drunk. He'd pretend he was just confused and trying to grab his $10 back.
Wow. So the casino just thinks he's a pathetic, drunk loser trying to save $10?
Exactly.
They don't even bother pulling the security types because the stakes seem incredibly low.
They let him walk away with a warning time and time again. He ran this illusion for years, making millions. But fast forward to 1999, and the whole casino landscape was shifting.
And technology caught up.
Yeah, the introduction of high-definition cameras and facial recognition meant that those visual blind spots the Savannah Move relied on, they were just vanishing. A camera doesn't have the same psychological blind spots as a human dealer.
Knowing when to fold is the hardest part of gambling. After dedicating 25 years to robbing these places blind, I mean, you'd think he'd feel a massive sense of paranoia or at least some remorse.
Well, Marcus freely admits he has absolutely no guilt.
None.
None. He loved the adrenaline rush. He viewed the whole operation as a thrilling game of David versus Goliath against this massive corporate machine.
So what did he do when the tech caught up?
He simply quit while he was ahead, wrote a book about it, and became a highly paid security consultant, training the exact same casinos he used to rob.
That is the ultimate pivot.
It really is. And as a consultant, Marcus teaches them a really fascinating lesson about human nature.
Okay, what's that?
You'd think the biggest tell of a casino cheat is someone sweating, looking nervous, checking the cameras. But Marcus says the ultimate red flag is a player who stacks their chips perfectly neat and straight 100% of the time.
Wait, really? Because they are too neat.
Yeah, regular gamblers are distracted and naturally messy. Only a professional cheat needs their chips perfectly aligned to pull off an optical illusion.
Perfection is the ultimate giveaway.
Well, you'll definitely have to keep an eye on how you stack your chips next time you play.
For sure.
From sleeping under a highway bridge to outsmarting the eye in the sky, it goes to show that sometimes the most brilliant strategy isn't just knowing how to play the game, it's knowing exactly when to walk away.